Good morning, it's Tuesday. Welcome to Coffee and Cards. It's Kate Bolt, independent Stampin Up demonstrator in the UK. How are you all? I hope you're really well. I can't believe it's Tuesday again, although I think I say that every Tuesday. Life just goes so fast, doesn't it? How are you? Are you well? Are you good? I'm really looking forward to this morning. I love Coffee and Cards and getting creative and crafty with you guys. So I'll just wait and see if anybody hops on. I've got the dog in here with me as usual. He likes to come in and he's taken up his favourite spot by the window where he likes to watch what's going on. He's a bit nosy. I'm just going to check that I'm live in the right place. I've got my laptop next to me, so I'm just going to check that. Let's have a look. Pop my glass on so I can see. Oh, I'm not sure about my internet connection, hopefully. Hi Joe, good morning to you. Good morning to you. Right, it's really weird because I'm holding my camera on my phone with my right hand. I'm right-handed, so I'm operating my laptop with my left hand. There we go, I'm live in the right place. Excellent. Oh, so I hope you're well, Joe. Hope you're really well. I did just see, as I was coming on, the photo of your new hat. I love it. Love your new hat. Brilliant. Absolutely hilarious. Love that one. Right, so let's crack on. I don't know how many are going to join us today, but it'll always be on the replay anyway to catch up on. So we are going to be playing with a really fun, nice stamp set today that has been in my stash since, I think it was last year. And I played with it last year, and it kind of got a bit forgotten this year. So I thought I'd get it out because it was one of my favourites. And it's called Rooted in Nature. And it's absolutely stunning. It's a two part stamp set, and it has a set of dies to go with it that cut and emboss too. Because I've been, as you probably noticed, I played with the beautiful autumn set. So I thought it was time to change it up a little bit. And I'll play with this one today and see if you like it. Right, I am going to turn the camera over and we'll get cracking and show you what I'm going to do. So, hold on, here we go. Here we go, there's my messy desk. I don't know if you can see, that's part of Jacob's setup. There's my window view. And you can't, no, the dog's just gone down, he's down there. And he's very proud of his, you can't see him, he's very proud of his new haircut. He had a haircut yesterday morning, and he looks amazing. He looks so cute. Good morning, Hilary. Are you well? I hope you're all right. I'm just going to pop the camera in my tripod stand. Bear with just for a minute while hopefully I won't make you too seasick. And that's it. I think I need some new... Good morning, Linda. How are you? I hope you're well. Lovely, lovely to see you. Taking the washi tape off my grid. I'm going to put some new tape on my grid paper. I'm trying not to use endless pieces of grid paper, and I keep a scrappy piece underneath to stamp on. Just trying to be a bit kinder to the environment, a little bit. Right, here we go. Just tape it down. Then it doesn't move around and wiggle about while you're watching. I'm glad you're well. Okay, so look at this paper. How cool is this? I'm not sure if I showed it you before. It's called Plaid Tidings. Plaid Tidings, I want to say it's called. And it's so cool. I love to, well, I haven't got one of my plaid shirts in here. I normally keep one in here to keep me warm. I wear a lot of them. So this really appealed to me, this paper, this kind of wintry design. It's a 6x6 stack, and it's in the autumn winter mini catalogue, and I love it. And I think we're going to be playing with that one this morning as well. Okay, so I'll move that to the side now. I've dazzled you with all the colours in it. Right, let's put that over there. Hope you've got your coffee and you're all ready to go. Right, so I'll show you the Rooted in Nature stamp set. So it's another autumnal one. That is flickering, isn't it? Oh, I think we found that last week. Let me turn the light off, which might help. I've got the blind open, so we should have enough light, hopefully. Hopefully it won't be too dark. Okay, so this is called Rooted in Nature, and it's a clear mount stamp set, and there's two in the set. So it's really big stamp set and really useful. It's got all these gorgeous leaves, some trees, some ferns. These could be great Christmas trees. I hardly played with those actually. I play with the leaves a lot. I must play with those. I'd forgotten they were in there. And we've got this gorgeous big tree trunk. That's really lovely. I played with that a lot last year. Lumberjack shirts. That's right. I love lumberjack shirts. That's better. I'm glad that's better. Some really good sentiments, thank you sentiments, encouragement ones, be strong, be happy, be you, or just for you. These nice big ones, really like these on a card because they kind of make a statement. You are wonderful and thinking of you. And these kind of really lovely kind of distressed leaves. So we're going to be playing with that. And there's a die set that matches, but I think we're going to start off with the traditional coffee and cards, just stamping, no die cutting, basics card that is still hopefully you'll like, hopefully lovely. So I went through that plaid paper and I picked out with some kind of I picked out a piece with some kind of autumnal colours in it because I really like this kind of what is this, blackberry bliss and the greens and the white. I really love all that, so I thought that felt very autumnal, so I picked that one out. Good morning, Jane. And then I picked out some cardstock and layers to match. And that's how I started. How do you start deciding what you're going to use for colours? I usually start with my stamps. So it's just natural for me to start with the stamps. So I know I want autumn colours and I know that I wanted to use these papers. So I went for what I could find in there and matched up the cardstock because obviously we can Stampin' Up, we can match it all exactly, which is brilliant. So I've got my card base, which is in Blackberry Bliss. Hardly ever use this colour and I love it. Oh my goodness, Joe. You're right. I hadn't even noticed it matches my nail polish. That's funny, isn't it? Let's pretend I did it on purpose. I'm colour coordinated. Yay. Okay, so we've got that. And then I've taken a piece of, I do like Pretty Peacock, so I've put that in there. Now, I don't see it in this piece, but I know it goes because it runs all the way through these papers. There's some, look, so here you go. So I know it will go. So I put Pretty Peacock on there as my next layer. So this is A4 cut in half and scored in half. And then this measurement here, I've taken it down by 1/2 centimetre. So this particular one was cut at 10.5 and scored at 14.9. So this layer then measures 14.3 by 10. And then I've done the designer series paper layer, 9.5 centimetres by 13.8 centimetres, just to leave a little 1/2 centimetre border all the way around. And then I've cut a piece of Whisper White to go on my inside so that I can write and I can stamp and make it look beautiful because you can't really write on the cardstock, it's very dark. So there's my basic card. And then I didn't want to cover up all this beautiful paper with my stamping. I wanted to see it. So I've cut a strip of Whisper White for my stamping. So my strip is the same length as the DSP, which is 13.8. But I just made it 5 centimetres in depth so I can leave it and I can see it. All right, so I've picked out some of those leaf stamps and one of the sentiments. And the sentiment I've picked out, which I'm going to use first, is You Are Wonderful, because I really like that one. And I wanted it in a bold colour, so I chose the Blackberry Bliss. So I'm going to stamp that first, because then I know where my sentiment's going to go and I'm not going to stamp over it. It's to save that happening. Because if I stamped all my leaves on there, I might not leave room for my sentiments. So I thought I'd do that first to save me getting distracted and doing that. So I'm just going to literally stamp it on. I can't believe I got the same colour nail varnish. There, look, I match. That could be a thing, couldn't it? Oh dear. So I've done that You Are Wonderful, and I'll put that stamp out of the way. It's so pretty though. That colour. Right. Happy days. Right, and then I'm going to do some stamping with the leaves. Now I picked out 3 of the leaves from the set. I've got this big veined one here, this three here. They're kind of distressed looking. I know I couldn't have done that to match if I tried, I don't think. I don't know if I'd be able to recreate that. Perhaps it's a thing I should be doing. Pretty Peacock is going to be for this one. This little kind of, I don't know what kind of leaf that is, but it's very beautiful. So we're going to use that one. And then my other colour I've added in to go with this leaf is Shaded Spruce. So I'm just going to do a little bit of random stamping and see where we get. And I am going to stamp on this grid paper because I've had it out a while. It's served me well. That's probably a good way of putting it. It served me well. Right, I'm going to use the Blackberry Bliss with the large one. And I'm just going to come off the end. You can see how pretty that leaf stamps with the veins like that. It's really nice to get some of these stamp sets out that you've got and revisit them. Oh, I think I'm going to go for this Shaded Spruce next. And I'm going to overlap some of my stamps. It's going to be a very simple card, very easy to make. Like that one. And then the Pretty Peacock's going to come in. Love this colour. So it's a little bit of overlapping. And I'm very happy with that. I don't mind that at all. And then I'm going to do a little bit more in the same idea here. Put the lid on. Morning, Jude. Morning, Annette. And green again. Shaded Spruce. I'm just trying to decide how it would look. This is the fun bit where you get to decide how you want your card to look. I think I'm going to put that here, as far down as I can get it. And then bring back in the Blackberry Bliss for one last leaf. So really simple stamping with this stamp set, and it still looks absolutely gorgeous. Like that. Love it. Okay, so I'm going to bring this back in, my layers with my fun plaid paper. Let's take the middle out for now. Okay, now I did bring something else into the mix. I've got this is still current, it's really beautiful. It's a double-sided or the double-coloured ribbon. And it has Old Olive on one side and Pretty Peacock on the other. And it's kind of shimmery. So I'm going to put this on here and I'm going to put it underneath my edges of my piece of white. So I've got to decide where I want it to go. Morning, Margaret. Now, I may do it this way. That's really pretty. That's the peacock way. And actually, this is kind of, I know it's Old Olive, but it's kind of pretty. Now I've got to think about what it would look like on the background of the peacock. So it may be that I go back to the peacock side. Right, let's pop that on there. Turn it round and see which works the best. I think this works the best because it matches. And you've still got this kind of edging of the other. Yeah, I think we're going to go with that. Oh, you're not late, Margaret. You're just on time. Nobody's late for coffee and cards. Right, I'm going to chop it off. And I'm going to stick it on the back of here. I think that's how I'm going to do it. I haven't done this. I just knew what I was going to do. So let's grab my adhesive. I'm going to use the snail, the Stampin' Seal. And I'm just going to put a line along the bottom of my piece of Whisper White. That should hopefully hold that piece of ribbon in place where I want it to go. And have it the right way up that I wanted it. Oh, that's, yeah, no, that's what I want, isn't it? So I can still move it around. Let's see how it's going to look. Yeah, I think that looks okay. Make sure it's straight. Not bad. Almost straight, ladies. There we go. And then I'm going to do the same at the top. The plaid paper is really lovely, Margaret. I really like it. It's kind of a bit deceptive because there's some kind of, I don't know, you might think they're a bit leery pieces in there. But then I've looked again and I've actually liked them all because I've seen them used in so many different projects now. I don't think there's any that I don't actually like, even though there's, like if I bring them in again, I can show you. There's so many different ones like this one, but then there's all these other ones. So I kind of thought that was a bit leery, but I've seen it used in some autumn projects and it looks amazing. So I think I should probably use it all. Right. So I know it's going to go that way this time. I do know I need a bit more on there because it's going to have to wrap around the back. I hope I remembered that enough for this bit. Let's make that straight as well. Using the seal really helps with the ribbon work. Because you can kind of, if you're not too forceful with it, you can kind of reposition it as much as you like. Let's take that off. It's alive. So how's everyone? And tell me what the weather's doing. It rained here this morning and it's really overcast. So I'm hoping that it'll brighten up a bit. Right, so that will do. I'm going to chop the end off and move my ribbon out of the way because it's kind of flopping about all over the place. All right, now this is going to go on here, so I just need to glue that down now. So, and I can also use the seal glue over the top of the ribbon to, if I can make it work, there we are, to glue it onto my card. Is it sunny in Tame? Yay! Maybe it'll make its way over here. Oh, sorry to hear that, Joe. You got all wet in the rain. I was on the school run, but I was in the car, so that wasn't so bad. Got a bit of adhesive there. I will remove that. See, it kind of just comes off, which is very good. You are wonderful. All right, so that's on there. Oh, I think I've overhung it slightly. Ooh. Come off, come off, come off. I did press it down hard. Oh, that's quite good, isn't it? Even though I pressed it down really hard, it came off. Now, let's match it up at the end. There we go. Is that even? Probably not. We need it to go up slightly. There. That is it. Good morning, Carol. You're not late. Nobody's late for coffee and cards. It's lovely to have you here. Right. Stick that on there. I don't know if I did that well enough. Yes, that'll do nicely. And I'll pop that one over there and that one over there. So that's my 2 pieces of ribbon attached at the back. Make sure it's all straight like that, and there's a little bit of adhesive there, but as I said before, I can rub it away, which is quite good. All right, and then I need to stick it on there. So a bit more of the seal, changed its name, so I keep calling it the other name. It's really good. I like this. I need to get another one because this is my last refill, so I must stock up on that. If anybody needs any or any glue or anything at all, I'm going to pop an order in. Let me know if you just want glue. I can't really send much through the post, but I could probably send glue. Right. There we go. And then we're going to pop it on there. That's so cute, isn't it? Happy with that. I haven't played with this stamp set in forever. I've gone a bit mad with the glue there. You don't need to use as much as me. I'm just determined it's going to stick well. So You Are Wonderful, and it has some very beautiful ribbon on it. But it's definitely still a coffee and card style card. So I haven't used any fancy equipment. You know, you can do this just with Inkstamp's paper. And I just added a little bit of ribbon for interest. So we're going to stamp inside as well. We need to do that. What stamp have I got? I'm going to put thank you for all that you do. And I'm going to also do a little bit more stamping of the leaves that I did on the front for it to coordinate. Like that. There we go. I think my husband put the kettle on. I can hear something. That's very cheeky if he didn't come and ask me, isn't it? He won't come in there when I'm doing a live. Oops, there we go. So we've got that one. Might do some at this side as well. Really lovely autumnal card. So just the difference from the beautiful autumn one that I've been using and using and using, I thought I would get out one that I had in my stash and use it because that's what they're for. They don't like being locked in the cupboard, these stamps, you know. Oh, I'm glad you like the colours, Carol. I love these. These are so nice. I think it's my favourite is this Blackberry Bliss. So if I bring this one on the bottom, do you think my husband will bring me a coffee? He brought me one already earlier, so maybe not. Right. So thank you for all that you do. I think we're going to straighten that one up a bit. I'm going to practice stamping it. And I think we'll do that in the Rich Razzleberry. Do I keep calling it Rich Razzleberry? It's Blackberry Bliss anyway. Got a Rich Razzleberry on my brain. Let's just practice stamping it. Not bad. Could do better. Hi Jenny, good morning to you. Could do better. Sounds like a school report from when I was a child. Less said about that, the better, I think. Oh, definitely could do better. Look at that. I was so worried I was going to overstamp that. Let's do that again on my grid paper. Okay, we're going to do it on the other side because it's got two sides and we're going to restamp our leaves. Right, let's get this one better. Yes! Why didn't I do that the first time? How ridiculous. A bit of quick stamping now. We'll replace our leaves and you will never know. You'll never know. I really like this set. I'm glad I got it out again. And then let's just put the lids on these. And grab the Pretty Peacock set. I keep getting weather warnings on my Fitbit. My phone kind of alerts my Fitbit sometimes for things. And I've got a weather app that does it. which is quite useful actually. There, I really like that. So thank you for all you do. I know who I'm going to send this to. Good morning, Jen. How lovely to see you. I've got there's somebody who's very lovely I'm going to send this to. Oh. I'm definitely a Stampin' Seal fan. My use of Tombow has gone down dramatically, although that is my all-time go-to favourite glue is the Tombow, but I do love this. I got a bit of glue there. There's a way of getting rid of it. There, you'd never know. All done. There we go. There's our first card. Oh, you just off a work Zoom call. I'm glad you could join us. So using the Plaid tidings and the Rooted in Nature stamps today. Love those. And I'm so glad I got them back out. So that's our first coffee and card style card. It's a one layer, well, it's got a couple of layers, but it's a flat card. It's got no extra die cuts or heat embossing or any extra techniques, but it's still really beautiful. And, you know, you don't need an awful lot of stashing supplies to make that kind of card. And yeah, I love that. So I'm going to carry on using the same kind of set. I'm just going to step up a little bit for our next card. So let's pop that one out of the way. Oh, thanks, Margaret. Employee Wellbeing. Ours is called Occupational Health and Wellbeing. Ours is called. When I went back into the trust this time and I said to the person on the occupational health stand, oh, is this occupational health? She said, and well-being. I was like, oh, okay, I'm sorry. Yes. So yes, you've got to be well. All right, so I was still going with autumn theming for this one. I'm still going with the same kind of suite of products. I'm still going to use the same stamp set, but I thought I'd add in the dies this time so you can see what they look like and how we can use those, and they are stunning. So these are called the Nature's Roots Framelit dies, and they cut out, whoops, I need to put mine into magnetic. Look, so you can see here, I have one left in here. So I've got a lot of them out ready to use over here. Here. But you can see that when you stamp out, like I was just stamping this one, you can cut it out using the dies and then you can raise it up on your cards. And you can do the same with trees. There's one that I thought might be nice, Christmas trees, and all the leaves, this tree and this big oak tree and the fern. And then all of these ones that we're going to use there. So it's a really useful set. And I thought we'd use the dies. So what I did was I brought in some of this wood grain paper. And this is from this big stack of paper that I bought from the annual catalogue when it first launched. And I am working my way through it. And I've made a big dent in it. It's a textures. And what's it called? Where's the backing thing? Is it called Tasteful Textures? Tasteful Textures, I think it's called. And I'm sure I've showed you all this. It's a lot of backgrounds. There's a lot of wood elements like tiles, bricks, paint, all sorts. So I've picked out some of the wood grain because I thought that would be great for this. And some nice rich colours to go with it. So I picked out Early Espresso for my card base, and it's the same card base. I've just got a different fold on it. So it's still scored and cut in half, A4, to make 2 from 1 sheet. I've got my inside for afterwards so that I can stamp it. And then I've picked out some Old Olive because that goes well with the Early Espresso card, and it's a nice green. Just gives this a bit of depth and it will make this piece pop out. So that's my piece of wood grain designer series paper as a layer. Okay, and this is kind of going to be quite a simple kind of card, but I'm going to show you how we make it. And what I've got, you're going to love these. These are the brushed metallic foils, and they come in a pack. A big 12 by 12 pack, and you get 6 large sheets two of each colour of bronze, copper and gold. So there's the copper, there's the bronze, and there's the gold. And I've cut the leaves out of that. Now, the good thing about this is, where did I put it? Here we are. Here's a piece, so I'm going to demonstrate with one of the copper piece. I cut my other one out from there, and I've used a punch there, look. I keep all mine. Okay, so the great thing about these dies is, do you see this leaf die? It actually embosses. This one doesn't actually cut out. It embosses the leaf, and this one cuts it out. So I'll show you. I'll pop it through the machine. So you'll hear a bit of a funny noise. I've used a lot of these metallic foils for Christmas cards. So pretty for that. Oh, I dropped my die. Let's pick it up before I lose it. Okay. So you can see how it's embossed that leaf there. It's really lovely. And then you can cut out your embossed leaf using the die framelit. And that die framelit also cuts out, do you remember this leaf that we stamped on the other card? Yeah, it cuts that stamped image out. So I'm going to pop this through and show you what it looks like when it comes out. Right, here it goes. And there you go. You can see that it cuts the actual leaf out beautifully like that. So you could do this in cardstock and the veins would still show up beautifully as well. But I love this brushed metallic and I thought it was perfect for autumn colours. Right, okay, so I've done that with that one. I've also done it with this leaf. And I've also done it with the small leaf. And then I've cut those out too. So I've cut those out already and I'll show you how I've made those. Let's put those to the side. So here's what I made earlier. Proper Blue Peter style. Blue Peter style. So you can see the three different colours that I have cut and embossed. Like that. Beautiful. And then I have a spare leaf because I only want three, but I wanted to show you how it worked. All right, so let's take our top layer. And I also brought in some old olive ribbon. So this, we've got a couple of different lots, I believe, in the catalogue of old olive ribbon. This one is from the Ornate Thanks Suite, and it comes in a 2-pack with another beautiful colour ribbon. I think it's terracotta. I think it's terracotta tile is the other ribbon, so you get a 2-pack of it. Or you can just buy, I think you can just buy old olive ribbon. There's probably another one. But this is beautiful. And I've got out the acorns. Yeah, you all know I love these acorns from the beautiful Autumn Suite. Look, I've got one tied up there. Where's Joe going? Did I miss? Something. You'll catch it live later, Joe. Perfect. We'll see you later, my love. Okay, so I thought I'd grab those in and put those in as well. So I'm going to thread them on my ribbon. This is going to be fun because I've got a bit of fraying there. So if I just cut that bit off. And I'm going to thread them on. And they're really decent weight, these acorns. Nice and heavy. And they kind of stay on the ribbon really well, if you see what I mean. Look. So I'm going to pop those through. And I like to use the acorns because that whole metallics is reflected in those as well. Have fun, Joe, wherever you're going. Have fun. Right, okay. So I'm going to pop this on here. I'm going to flatten it down. And I'm going to bring it across the front of my card because I'm going to use it. And I'm going to wrap it around my card as well. So I don't need too much, just enough to wrap it round. And I can move my old olive ribbon out of the way. It's all pretty. Going out to lunch. Oh, that's decadent. Lovely. Enjoy it, absolutely. I took the dog to the groomers yesterday, and I got my groomers moved out to Winslow, and so I went over there and dropped him off. And I thought, well, there's no point in driving back to Aylesbury because he's only going to be sort of an hour and a half or something. So I then went and stopped in at a local pub and sat in front of the fire and had coffee, and I took my laptop and did some work, and it was absolutely blissful. And it felt very decadent in front of a lovely fire doing that. The wood grain in these papers are lovely. You're right, Margaret. Right, I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to glue it down. I'm going to try to, so I've got my acorns there, but I don't really need to worry. I just want to have a general idea of where it's going to go. Start it off, that's it. Just make sure I've got it in the right place. So has anybody managed to do any crafting? Has anybody made any more things? Oh, you work near Winslow. Oh, it was so lovely, Jen. It was so nice. In fact, I didn't stop off in Winslow for coffee. I actually went out to Swanbourne and popped into the Betsy Wynn and sat in there, and I had coffee and felt very civilized, might be the right word. It was so nice. Right, okay, so that's that. And then we're going to go over the next one. I'll do that. Ooh, that's a bit loose. I didn't think about that when I did it. Okay, let's try that again. Let's make it really tight. I made it loose. I thought it was going to bow. Oh, that's better. That's what we want. Perfecto. Right, okay, so we've got that, and then I need some dimensionals. Let's use this. I've got a few left on here, and I'm going to glue down my leaves here like so. That's going to be the idea. So I'm just going to arrange them how I think they might look nice. That's the stalk, isn't it? So I'm going to put that there, and I have another one that might come in here like that. So that way, or no, I like that. I think that works. So let's pop that there, put a couple of bits of sticky. The George, do you know what? That might be a good idea. I did think about the George, Carol, because it was quite difficult to get a phone signal in the Betsy Wynn, and I need to know when the dog's ready for collection. So she calls me. So it worked, but I think I might try the George next time. I did think of it. Right, so that one on there. Still using these edge pieces. So he's booked in for another haircut just before Christmas. So he'll have a Christmas hairdo. I'm sure this dog, honestly, is more pampered than anyone else. Is the food there nice? Maybe it's going to have to be lunch next time. The trouble is, he doesn't take that long to be groomed, so maybe I need to just go there for lunch and not when the dog's having his groom, necessarily. So just pop it in where you think and how you'd like it to look. Thing is, it's nice to do these things while we can, because I'm not sure how much longer we are going to be able to do them, so we need to go out and do some things. So, I should be getting my Stampin' Up Delivery today for my class. So as soon as I get it, I will be packing the kits, cutting and prepping the kits, packing them up and sending them out. Yes, I know. So so they should be in the post to you. I should be posting them out on Friday. So everything is coming together, hopefully. Right, let's pop that in there. Oh, so sweet, look. And that's going to go on there like that. And then we just need our sentiments. So what I did was I got a piece of Whisper White scrap, which I've got plenty of. And I keep it to hand. And I took one of the stamps that we've got in this set. Now, where did I put it? Here it is. And this one says, I really like this. Be strong, be happy, be you. I think it's nice for words of encouragement. So I'm going to use this. Thank you, Carol. I'm going to use this with some early espresso ink, which matches the card base. I'm going to make sure there's a lot of ink on it, because sorry if I'm making you shake. Hold on to your hats. Right, here we go. And I'm going to cut them out. So I really like the way it kind of shows the negative. Does that make sense? So that's going to go on there. Let's cut this off of there. I've got a bit of sticky on there. Don't need that. So I'm going to cut these out by hand. You could easily use your trimmer, but I'm not too precious. Good morning, Mum. How are you? Hope you're all right. So I'm cutting out the Be Strong, and I'm cutting them out separately. I'm not leaving any white edge with these. It's going straight up it. Like so. And just come back down and do it again. And just chop them off at the ends. So be you. There's a bit of white left on that. I might need to trim that. So be strong. Anybody who's got anything going on or has something coming up that they need a bit of confidence boost, or just to be told they're amazing, this would be a great card. Right, okay, let's see. Alfie's wandering around in here. He thinks he's so cute because he's just had his hair cut. Okay, let's move that. But then he looks super cute. He posed for the camera when we brought him back from the groomers. Honestly. Okay, we've got be strong, be happy, be you. I'm just going to see how we're going to pop that on there. I like that. So I think I might just use a little bit of Tombow. Let's grab some. I haven't used any for a while, so it might all be gummed up at the end. And then we just need to do the inside and we're done. So be strong. Sometimes I match my edges up with my grid paper and it just helps my eye get things straight. Grid paper you can buy from the online shop. It comes in a big stack of 100 sheets. And unless you're like, you know, demonstrating a lot like I do, then it would probably last you forever. And it's just invaluable. all sorts. The regular grid paper has all the measurements in inches down the bottom, and then on the other side it's got it in centimetres, so you can use both. It's great for measuring things. It's great for lining things up, stamping off on, writing lists, all of the above. Right, I'm going to try and match these edges up. There we are. Be strong, be happy, be you. And I'm going to stick this on here. I like that. I think I'll use Tombow because I put those acorns on there, so I can't really stick the seal. Well, I could use the seal, but it would be awkward. It has got completely gummed up. I'm going to end up with a big splodge, aren't I? Shall I see if I've got another one going that's got a better flow? Here we go. Oh, well, if it's sunny and tame, oh, that's much better. Look. What's it like in Wales, Mum? What's it like with you? It's one of those dull autumn days. I have actually got a beautiful candle burning next to me. It's fresh fig, and I've had it a long time, and it smells divine. It actually wasn't my candle. It was gifted to my daughter, but she's in uni and can't burn them, so she gifted it to me, and it smells amazing. Right, pop that one on there. I'll do the same on the back. Oh, I'm glad you like it. So it actually wasn't a difficult card to make at all. So whilst I kind of stepped it up using the added bits and pieces, like the what's called those hazelnuts, so sorry, acorns, and some ribbon. It was the only other bit that was different was that I used a die cutting machine. Other than that, it's a very simple card to make. Very, very simple, and still I think nice. Okay, so I'm going to grab this one. This is our inside, and I'm going to take the You Are Wonderful again. And my little, I got a little tiny early espresso. I think that I had that in a kit, so it's just handy. Ink pad. I'm going to stamp that inside in that colour. Oh, I've changed my mind. I'm going to use green because I'm going to do some of the leaves in the brown. Am I allowed to change my mind as I go along? I think my chamois needs to go in the wash. Right, the colour that we've used is Old Olive, so let me grab that one. Here we go. So let's use that, and then we can use the early espresso for the leaves. Yeah, this might need re-inking, this ink pad. That's a good thing about our ink pads, though, is that we can just refill them up. As long as you've got the re-inker. You are wonderful. There we go. You are wonderful. Love that one. Let's move that out of the way, and then I can do a couple of leaves. These leaves, so I just need to give those a clean as well because they're still inky from when I used them for the other card. So let's give that one a clean. I'm going to do that one in Old Olive. And where's the big leaf gone? Where are you? There it is. I'm going to do that one in Early Espresso. That's it. Right, okay. Okay, Old Olive, Big Leaf. Big Leaf. Big Leaf first. I'm already in. Look, how does it happen? How? I'm not even using green. Oh, Lord. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? And then I'll do that at the bottom. And that one at the bottom, and then I'll take that other little leaf and use that as well, and then the card will be finished. And where are you, small leaf? There, still covered in pretty peacock ink. Okay, I think we're going to go with green. I don't want to add any extra colours in. Just pop that at the bottom there. I'm glad you like it, thank you. But we have used this stamp set a few times last year at Coffee and Cards, when we were out at More Plus and in Broughton in Aylesbury, and when we were out at Bradmore Farm and in Hadnam, and all the cards are always really beautiful. It's such a lovely set. I love these leaves. Okay, so I think I have used and used and used and used my beautiful autumn set that was new this year, and I absolutely love it, and I'm probably going to be grabbing it back out again soon before all the leaves have fallen off the trees. But I just wanted to get this Rooted in Nature one out that I haven't played with in such a long time and show you it if you hadn't seen it. Right, you are wonderful. Oh, I love that. I love that. So nice. Okay, how are we for time? Two completely different colourways, aren't they? We are 4 minutes, so I'm going to grab the envelopes. Envelopes are somewhere else now. I have changed my crafter around, so that confused me slightly. Here they go, they're right behind me. So, here we go. So yeah, completely different colourways, aren't they? They look like completely different cards for the same set. Right. Let's have a bit of fun then. Let's just give this a bit of ink onto the envelope. Make sure I've got it the right way up. That way. And this one was green, wasn't it? What did I do with the green? There it is. That one. And where's that little other leaf? Here it is. There we go. Maybe we should have a bit more with that one. So you can do this as much or as little as you like. It's just a bit of fun to pretty up your envelopes. Don't leave them naked. These would be nice batch cards to make. Okay, there we go. There's your envelope for this card, which matches the inside there, like that one. And then we need an envelope for the other one. So we just need some different colours going on there for this card here. So we want Blackberry Bliss, don't we? We don't want it to look too contrived, because when leaves fall off the trees, they just fall off the trees. They don't kind of lie there in a staged way. Although they always look beautiful regardless, don't they? Right, so that's that one. And then Pretty Peacock was the little ferny kind of leaf. Just giving my stamps a clean in between. And last one is this nice one with the, what colour did we use? Shaded Spruce originally, wasn't it? And then we're at the end. Are you all still with me? You've all gone very quiet. And I don't blame you at all. There you go. All done. They are all done. So you've still got plenty of room to write your name and address, and you've got a pretty envelope to show off your card, and it matches the inside. I'm glad you like them. I'm glad you like it, Linda. Yay. Yay, no naked envelopes. So there we go. That's fun, isn't it? Alfie's, I don't think he's gone to sleep. Oh, I'm glad you're inspired or mesmerised. I'm just going to take you out of the tripod and turn you around. So bear with me, ladies, if I can do it without cutting you off. I always think I'm going to cut you off at this point if I do that. Right. Actually, I'm going to show you something. Hold on. Look at this pup. He hasn't quite gone to sleep, but he's watching us. Hello. Show us your nice new haircut. There. He says hi. There we go. So I'm just going to turn you around. There we go. Sorry, it's a bit near. Hope you enjoyed it this morning, and I've inspired you to get crafting and have a bit of fun, and maybe make some autumnal cards or some thank you cards or encouragement cards, whichever, or even just get on with your Christmas cards. Anyway, hopefully I'll see you on Friday. So yes, he does look so smart, and he knows it. He's such a show off. He's such a show off. So my Thursday evening Facebook Lives have moved to Fridays, like I said the other week, for a few weeks due to my working pattern. And I'm doing a Christmas crafty countdown on Friday evenings on my Facebook Live. So do join me for that. I think that's going to be quite a lot of fun to get us inspired for Christmas and have a bit of light relief from all that's going on. Anyway, goodbye from me, and it's goodbye from him. Bye, ladies. Have a great week. See you on Friday. Take care. Bye-bye.